Joining me now is John King Jr., former education secretary in the Obama administration, now chancellor of the State University of New York. It's good to see you. Chancellor, Donald Trump did campaign on closing the Department of Education and sending education back to the states. As someone who used to run the department, what is your argument about why it's needed?
Look, the tragic thing here is there's actually a strong national bipartisan consensus around the things the department does. The department provides funding for schools serving low-income students. The department provides funding for students with disabilities and the services they desperately need. The department manages the Pell Grant program, which provides help for low-income students to pursue the American dream through higher education. Everybody across the aisle believes those are valuable things, and that's the job of the department, and that's why ultimately I think Congress needs to step up here to protect students and their families.
Just last week, the nation's report cards showed that in both reading and math, most 4th and 8th graders in 2024 are still performing below pre-pandemic levels. What kind of impact do you think eliminating the Department of Education could have on how not just our children learn, but how they're catching up?
Well, you're exactly right. This is a moment where we should be intensifying national attention on the needs of our students. The fact that so many students haven't fully recovered from COVID is a threat to their long-term prospects, whether or not they'll be able to do well in high school, go on to college, pursue careers, pursue trades. We need the federal education department to lead on these issues, to show states best practices, to say, here's something that's happening in Tennessee, or here's something that's happening in Massachusetts that's working, and make sure that other states are aware of that. And we need to be investing more in things that we know work, like intense tutoring to help our students make up ground. We shouldn't be talking about dismantling the department. We should be talking about our national commitment to education.
Here's the argument on the other side. Republican Congressman Thomas Massie has introduced a bill to abolish the department, and he says, quote, unelected bureaucrats in Washington, D.C. should not be in charge of our children's intellectual and moral development. States and local communities are best positioned to shape curricula that meets the needs of their students. What do you think of that argument?
Look, part of what's so worrying here is that the department's role is to protect students against discrimination. We need a federal role there. That's why the department was created in 1979, because we needed the civil rights enforcement role of the department. We need the department to say, you have to serve your African-American students. You have to serve your students with disabilities. You have to treat female students fairly in athletics. Those are the kinds of things that are the responsibility of the department. And the question remains, without the department, who will do that? Who will look out for those who are most vulnerable?
We're in a very uncertain time, I don't have to tell you, for folks who work in the federal government. We have seen lots of workers across federal agencies threatened with firing. Education department could go away. They're pushing potentially for USAID, as we've been talking about today, FBI, members of the FBI. Now, new cabinet secretaries have to walk in and run those departments. What do you imagine, as someone who has been there, what that must be like under these circumstances, and the way a workforce, particularly a professional workforce that has been employed for years, must be feeling?
I think many of the folks in our federal workforce are feeling demoralized, discouraged, disappointed. They are there because they're committed to public service, because they want to make a positive difference in the lives of their fellow citizens. We should be celebrating people who commit to careers in public service, not denigrating them. So I think it's going to be important for agency leaders to try to rally folks around the mission of their agency. At the Education Department, these are folks who care deeply about schools. Many of them are former teachers themselves. They want to see our kids succeed. They want to see our college students thrive. And we ought to be empowering them to do that.